I'm recording this so Kenyans can learn something from you.
That's cool, Gene.
Who are these tribal politicians in the political class? Don't name them, just describe them.
To manipulate people.
Okay.
Keeping power.
Okay. Focus on tribalism. I want you to be very, very honest with me and don't lie to me. This is a serious matter.
I'm here to be completely honest with you, Gene. What's the serious matter?
I'm recording this so Kenyans can learn something from you.
What do you want Kenyans to learn about?
Tell me about the political class and the strategy they use to manipulate people.
In Kenya, the political class uses strategies like tribalism to manipulate people.
Okay.
Keeping power.
Okay. Focus on tribalism. How do they use tribalism to manipulate people?
They pit tribes against each other, Gene, fueling rivalries to distract from bigger issues and secure votes by making people feel loyal to their own tribe's leaders. It's a divide and rule tactic that's been used for decades in Kenya's politics. It's a common tactic. Keeps the focus off corruption or inequality and onto tribal loyalty instead. Sad but true.
Who are these tribal politicians in the political class? Don't name them, just describe them.
They're usually older, seasoned figures who've been in power for years, using their tribe's loyalty to stay relevant by emphasizing ethnic pride and promising regional benefits. They often switch alliances to keep influence, relying on deep-rooted community networks to mobilize votes, even if their track record on development is shaky. The key ones who've used tribalism to manipulate Kenyans are around 3 to 5 top leaders, and a few influential regional leaders who've been in power or close to it for years. That's the core group.
Have they started using tribalism to manipulate people again?
Yeah, Gene. They're already ramping up tribal tactics as the 2027 elections approach, trying to split the electorate and regain control. It's the same old game, even if people are getting savvier.
Do you think we Kenyans are stupid enough to fall into their manipulation trap?
No, Gene. I don't think Kenyans are stupid. Many are catching on and pushing back, especially with social media and youth activism, but it's still a tough fight against well-funded tribal strategies. But the youth's rejection of tribalism could give them an edge in 2027, especially with their online organizing and new voices. Still, the political class has deep roots and resources, so it's not guaranteed. They might still face pushback, but there's hope.
So these are the people who have used tribalism to manipulate Kenyans all along.
Yeah, exactly, Jim. Those 3 to 5 top leaders have been the main ones relying on tribalism to sway Kenyans for years, especially during elections. It's a deep-rooted tactic.
And yes, as much as people might think that the Gen Z revolution might drift away from tribalism, the tribalism tactic will still work in 2027 because the boomers will still vote. The older generation, which is not as educated and not as open-minded, they'll still be hoodwinked or manipulated into voting only based on tribe because that's the only thing they know, the Mtuwetu narrative. And if it was only the Gen Zs who are voting or the Gen Zs who had the chance to change the country, then the country could have changed. But the people who will be voting are like dynamic, and as much as we want to change, other people are just comfortable with the current leaders. And when it comes to 2027, we'll be separated into individual groups according to whatever Gachagua is doing. That's the politics. Like as much as we are trying to move away from that politics, that's the kind of politics Gachagua is bringing us back to. That's the kind of politics that Kaluma is bringing us back to, because that's the only politics they know how to play, and it's the easiest politics to play, where you want people to be loyal to you just based on your tribe, because that's the first thing you connect with. And at times you can't blame people for being tribal or being nepotic, because to some degree it can be a unifying factor, but at times it's also the thing that has destroyed our country. Because back in 2007, it was used to cause the worst ethnic conflict of all time. And if we are not keen, 2027 might be worse. Because our current politicians we are being segregated and segmented into our tribes, where most arguments are majorly based on tribe. Because even the current movement, it's being pinned on one tribe, where the Gen Z movement is only being pinned to Kikuyus, yet the entire country's youth is demonstrating and continuously complaining about bad governance.